Once again, we have had a serviceman go missing aboard a ship in the 7th Fleet. In this case, it's a Marine aboard the USS Essex. Apparently, this happened earlier this week, and they have been doing round-the-clock searches through this area of the Philippines called the Sulu Sea and Surigao Strait. Now, this area, strangely enough, was the scene of another mystery from some time ago, back in 2013. The commander of the USS Fitzgerald, Bryce Benson, was also the commander of the USS Guardian. The Guardian was a ship that ran aground in Tubataha Reef. Now, it was revealed that the chart being used had been not updated properly, and they thought they were someplace that they weren't. But it was never fully disclosed what this minesweeper was doing in the middle of a park in the Philippines. There's not a strategic asset anywhere near there. And it's not a training ground. It's a protected park, supposedly. So I did a little bit of looking, and you are not going to believe what I found or what I think I might have found. Now, here's the Wikipedia entry here, sorry about the blur, that speaks of this. Let's see if we can get a zoom. There we go. The National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NGA, admitted that the coastal scale digital nautical chart supplied to the USS Guardian was flawed due to human error on the part of the NGA. This was an error that mislocated the Tubataha Reef by 7.8 nautical miles, which seems odd, east-southeast of its actual location. NGA was aware of this error in 2011 and updated a smaller scale electronic chart. NGA failed to publish a correction for the larger scale chart that the USS Guardian was using when she ran aground. However, the Navy has never disclosed why USS Guardian was transiting into these restricted waters in the first place. Now, what isn't revealed in the Wikipedia article and in a lot of the mainstream media articles is that when this ship ran aground, the Philippine Rangers that came across it tried to board it, and the crew of the Guardian went to weapons, and they were at an armed standoff for quite some time, and it almost let loose. It was an incredibly tense situation. Now, just to let you guys know where this is, here, of course, is the Philippines. Up here is Subic Bay. This is the Surigao Strait they were talking about searching, but this is the Sulu Sea. This little ridge that goes right through the middle of it, this is the Tubataha Reef. Now, while looking through here to see if there is anything of note, I found something, and I want your opinion on it. I think I know what it is, but let's see if you see the same thing I do. These little tiny spits of land stay blacked out until you get very close, and sometimes they stay blacked out completely. But in this case, they reveal. Now up here we have something called Latuan Island, and this apparently is called Arena Island. There it is. Shows up right here. And I just put the 2 dots here just so I didn't lose its location on the map. But something is out here. And as you zoom in, that's as close as you can zoom. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Does that not look like a rocket on a pad ready to be launched, or a missile ready to be launched? I mean, I'm seeing stabilizers here and here. I'm seeing the shadow of this top up here. There looks like some kind of a control station over here. And I guess it'll be hard to measure the distance of the rocket itself, but I'll just give you a ballpark on what we're looking at. This is 80 feet right here. So that'll give you an idea of roughly, generally speaking, the scale we're looking at. That's right in the middle of Tubataha Reef. And this little place called Arena Island. And there is what looks to me to be a rocket or a missile or some kind of a vehicle setting on a pad ready to go. And I'll zoom back out to show you how tiny and remote this is. I mean, the dots obscure it. That's how tiny this is out in the Philippines. It would explain a lot, given that we have a Marine missing, and we lost one ship that had to be cut apart, that the crew was at guns with a Philippine Ranger detachment that found them grounded. And as we zoom in, that looks just like some kind of a space delivery vehicle. Or some kind of a ballistic missile. The way the sun's hitting it, I don't know what you could explain anything else. I mean, this isn't some place where you can drive to. You would clearly have to fly or take a boat out here, and it's not easy waters to negotiate. Ask the crew of the Guardian. And that this particular reef had been strangely mismarked and off by miles, I think is quite telling. There's also some strangeness out here, and I can't get it to show up as well, but this doesn't look like a rock out here. It's, when you look at it on the computer, and you blow it up, it definitely does not look like something natural. This entire island, by the way, doesn't even look natural. Sorry about that. Very, very odd that out here on this tiny, tiny island, you find these very strange shapes that look like a missile and some type of a control. I don't know what I'm having this issue with the focus for, but there's clearly buildings over here and clearly something designed to fly right there. But it's so small on this tiny island, it's almost impossible to get it to stay in focus. But I'll let you guys find this. It's not hard to find. I mean, it really isn't something. I don't know why the coordinates aren't showing up, but which is odd too. But all you really need to do is just go find the Philippines. And if you go right out here in the middle of the Sulu Sea, you'll see this ridge. And you can match this up with the video when you're doing it. And it's not hard to zoom in on this one location. There's about a dozen little islands out here. Look for this strange name, Cagayancillo, I guess this is. And it's just south and west of that. But once again, we have a serviceman that has gone missing in the 7th Fleet. Presumed overboard, but nobody really knows. Nobody saw him disappear. In this same area, where now over and over and over again, just in this one fleet, do we have these problems happening. You don't hear about this in the 3rd Fleet. You don't hear about this in the 4th Fleet. It's only Asia. And strangely enough, we only see it happening right in this same area. The Statham lost a sailor here as well. So we'll leave it there. I know it's early in the morning, but like, share, subscribe. Thank you.